That's what happened with Cain and Abel, and the same drama is what evolves in the story of Jacob and Esau. And Esau is trying to kill Jacob, and Jacob runs away. And Jacob, after 36 years of avoiding Esau's clutches, comes back to the Holy Land, called then the land of Canaan, and sends messengers to Esau, saying he wishes to find favor in Esau's eyes. I ask you, my dear friends, you have a brother who wants to kill you. Your brother's jealous of your success, blames you for his failures, or at least he could have succeeded more had you not been in his way. He blames you for the fact that you might have gotten the woman he coveted. He blames you for the fact that you have your parents' love more than he does. He blames you for your social success and for his ineptness. He blames you for being charismatic when he is awkward. He blames you for being a goody-goody when he is evil. Would you confront this brother? Would you send messengers to try to talk to him? You can't talk to a killer. What's Jacob doing talking to his tormentor? Do we talk to Al-Qaeda? Are we supposed to do what Obama said he would do, negotiate with Ahmadinejad without any preconditions? Well, Ahmadinejad is not about to kill the United States. But should Israel speak to Ahmadinejad? That's insanity. Because there's nothing to talk about. You need to do what you have to do to destroy what Ahmadinejad can do to you. Why would Jacob confront Esau? And so, my friends, classical approaches would go into two categories. One is that he had no choice. The other was, or is, that this is the better of the two options of stealth versus openness. I'll explain. Now, Jacob is coming with about 10,000 or so heads of cattle, maybe 20,000 head of cattle. And he's coming to reestablish himself in the Holy Land. What do thousands of cattle need right away? They need land to graze on. Who's going to give Jacob the right to graze for thousands of head of cattle? Sheep and goats, cows and bullocks, donkeys, and camels. And several hundred camels he had. A huge amount of animals. They eat a lot. Make a big mess. Where's he going to find place for all of them? Who's going to give him those rights? The only person who was capable of giving him those rights was his own father, Isaac. But Isaac had been laid up for 36, 37 years. He was blind. During that period of time, who do you think the administrator of Isaac's holdings was? It was none other than Esau. And so when Jacob comes to the land of Canaan to try to come back to his father's home, he's looking for grazing rights. So he goes to his father's possessions all along the Jordan Valley. People there say, wait a second, who are you? I'm the son of Isaac. We don't know you. We've been in the business for over 30 years. We've never seen you or heard of you. We know Esau. We don't know you. Jacob was forced, therefore, to send a request to Esau, formally asking for grazing rights to his father's lands. So he had no choice. flocks demanded it. That's one approach. Another approach is the philosophical approach. Jacob had seen how stealth works, how stealth arouses anger. Being stealthy in hiding his desire to leave from Laban, his father-in-law, brought him even greater danger. For when Laban caught up with him, he was so angry that he had been violated in his trust. And he wanted to kill Jacob and wanted to kill Jacob's kids too. So Jacob saw that by being sneaky about things wasn't always the best policy. As a result of that, he decided he was going to be open in coming back with Esau. Another factor in this is that when you sneak away, what does it tell your enemy? That you're afraid of him. Jacob wanted to confront Esau in a way that Esau should understand that Jacob was not afraid of him, which is the truth. He was really not afraid of him. He just didn't want to fight to the finish with him. And so in order to show Esau that he was just as powerful as he sent messengers. But not ordinary messengers, he sent them angels. Man can send you angels from God. That gives a message to Esau that Jacob is very powerful. Still, Esau came to confront him. That's the second approach. That's the philosophical approach. The third approach is, what's your question? Esau is dangerous. Esau is harmful. You should stay away from Esau. That's the normal thought process. No. Jacob wanted to be in contact with Esau. For you see, Esau had something that Jacob coveted. And that was Esau's explosiveness, Esau's energy, Esau's passion, Esau's desire, Esau's enthusiasm. This comes from a higher world called the world of Tohu. And this world of Tohu is beyond the imagination of the ordinary tzaddik. Ordinary tzaddikim don't have this. But Yaakov knew what it was about. Wanted it. It was something he didn't have internally. And he wanted to have that. And the only way to have that is to be in contact with the personification of all of those faculties. Yes, he was murderous, but that was because he had explosive energy. Yes, he was a person who was immoral, but that was because he had tremendous passion. And yes, he was a powerful military leader, but that's because he exuded energy and excitement and could inspire other people. That energy, that passion, that explosiveness, Jacob coveted. And the only way to get it was by connecting to Esau. In terms of Hasidic doctrine, Yaakov wanted the spiritual channel and source that Esau was drawing from. The only way to get it was through connection to Esau. And he did. He succeeded. By connecting to Esau, Jacob got that power. But that power was not to be for his children. That is the power, my friends, of the Mashiach.